So, hi again.
Hi.
So we're talking about online safety.
Yes.
As a parent of a child who's on social media and as a social media user yourself,
Yes.
you definitely have experience in this area, and so we'd like to get your perspective.
Okay.
So, how do you educate your child about the potential dangers of interacting with strangers online?
So she was not allowed to access social media for a very long time. Then on her 10th birthday, we got her a tablet, which now has access to Instagram. That's the only social media platform she has access to. She's not allowed to respond to any DMs. I'm also logged into it. So as soon as a post is liked, I get notified. Or if there's anything going on. So she's very new in interacting with people online as of now. She has WhatsApp and Instagram. On WhatsApp, only numbers of very close family members. So those are the only people that she talks to. And then most of the time, it's on Wi-Fi mode. So no calls tend to come in unless we're outside. And this calls, if it's a new number, she's not allowed to pick. I'm the only one who's allowed to pick. On WhatsApp, she only responds to numbers that are saved on the gadget, and I tend to go through it. I don't read her conversations with like my mom and the dad and stuff like that. I just see who was texting. You know, the way you look at it.
Yeah.
And I know those are safe. And I do trust the conversation that she's having with those people that are saved on the gadget. On Instagram, because I'm also logged in, I know the pages that I have followed, and she's not supposed to go to the search engine part to explore unless we're looking at it together. So the pages followed on her page are pages that I approve of for her to see and interact with their content, but not beyond liking. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so far she knows that. Yeah, that's the farthest we've gotten. On YouTube, they tend to use my gadget to watch YouTube. So I will tend to put whatever they are watching, and she knows how to do it herself. And we're also exercising the whole thing of trust. I also need her to know that she can be trusted, like, you know. So I do not need to keep on spying on everything that she's doing. So I also trust her, and then after some time, I'll just go check what they've been watching because of the history. Check what they've been watching, the episodes, and the songs that they listen to. And because we have very many conversations with them, it's a lot. I listen to what they're saying, what they watched. They bring up whatever they saw a lot. So I'm also kind of on the loop on what they're seeing and what they're hearing. Yes.
Wow. So can you describe your family's rules and guidelines regarding internet usage?
You do not use internet unless you're near me, or I live with my sister. She also tends to see. Yes, there's Wi-Fi in the house. Like right now, her tablet is off most of the week, and then it's on during the weekends. Or unless I'm away, that's when it's on. I can call via WhatsApp because we do not use the normal calling. I'll tend to call through the WhatsApp because of the Wi-Fi. I tend to put it on aeroplane mode so that, you know, the way committee people call you, I don't want her receiving calls thinking it's someone who has a number and she doesn't have their number. So no using internet when there are no adults around. The most that they can do when there is no adult around, like let's say we are away and we are coming in late, is watch Super Sema or Kunda and Friends on YouTube. That's it. And only 2 episodes, and then you go outside and play. So that they do know. And in other people's homes, you do not log into their Wi-Fi, and we actually do not take gadgets outside of your bags when we go to other people's homes. We've gone there to interact with other people, to socialize, so be away from the gadgets. They do not take it out. It actually stays in the car. Wow. And they do not take other people's phones, so there is no way they're going to access internet through someone else's phone. Even mine, they do not use it. Yeah.
That is very...
It's a rule we have. You do not, even when daddy offers his phone, because we co-parent, you're not allowed to use daddy's phone. Just tell him, no, mommy said no. And he's also now in talk with our, he has aligned with our co-parenting. Yeah, with the way my parenting style, and I really do appreciate that. So even my friends do not offer their gadgets to my kids. So they do not have any internet access outside of whatever that I know they do access it through.
What inspired these guidelines?
How I grew up. So I chose to raise them in Kijabi, where I grew up. And I really wanted them to have a similar childhood like I did. I really loved my child. It was so nice and it was so fun. And during our time, we did not have gadgets. And we spent a lot of time outside. The most we did was watch Cartoon Network. And, you know, like we'd run home, watch cartoon, which was like impossible for like 40 minutes. And then at 5 p.m., the box, what was it called? There was a music show that used to come on NTV. The Beats. Yeah. And then on KTN, it used to have Channel O or something. So you see that limited time, you watch cartoon for like 40 minutes and then now you're outside playing. I like the same for them. So that really inspired me to like have them experience a similar childhood to the one I experienced while growing up, because I really love it. They're even growing up in the same place I grew up. I take them to the same stones I climbed. They go, they play. I take them to the places I played. They're technically doing everything that I did when I was growing up. Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. So you wanted to share that experience with them?
I really wanted them to. So we share stories where, you know, when I was a kid, I also used to climb on this stone and once fell on this one. I got this mark from that one.
Wow.
So I really like it.
That's really nice, because sometimes I look at my mom and I'm like, where did you get that scar?
Yeah, so I really like that.
You can put...
Yes. And because I could choose the same childhood that they had, I went with it. I chose that one. Yeah. I know most people do not get to do that because, you know, they get married, they move away. Some of them are living in different places. Yes, but you can actually have them outside more often and doing other things. Also invest a lot in crafts. As much as I invest in books, we have a lot of craft material in the house. And not just crayons and coloring books. We have beads, we have sticky notes, we have so much. Tiny pegs, we have colors. Yeah, so we do a lot of crafts. It's messy, yes, and I do not like it sometimes, but I also encourage them to do that. Yeah, other than spend time on screen.
I don't know why we used to stop after class 1. That's when we finished the exams for plasticine, modeling.
That's when we stopped. But in CBC, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
They're doing a lot of that. We're doing a lot of DIY projects in the house from homework. So once they get a DIY project through homework, it inspires, it sparks something in them. So they want to now create something else. Yeah, so that CBC is helping quite a lot.
I'm grateful that at least they're going to continue with
that,
unlike us. I used to enjoy art and craft so much.
I also loved it.
It just went away.
They don't even have home science. So she's even using fabric. Yeah, so she tends to make a couple of things with fabric. Yeah, so you see, if she's not reading a book and we have no screen, she's doing something else. She's either riding a bike outside, playing outside, or talking. But I do like me time, so I encourage a lot of outside.
That's important. That's important as well.
Yeah.
So, how do you have you discussed cyberbullying with your child?
Not yet. We have only talked about the normal bullying in school, which she identifies really well. So because we recently started interacting with gadgets, so she turned 10 in December last year. So the gadget is fairly new. We're only 2 months with it. So we haven't gotten to discussing about cyberbullying. But I believe she might have heard about it somewhere, maybe while watching something on Nickelodeon online. Yeah, probably, but we haven't talked about it yet. It's something we should get to very soon. Yeah.
Okay, so aside from the controls you have mentioned, the measures, do you use any other parental control software or tools to manage her online experience?
Not yet, but I do know of a few that I should install in her tablet. We got an Elimu tablet, which is very easy to use, and I can sync it with myself. Also, the email that is used on the tablet is one that I'm logged onto. So I try, as I said, I try to encourage, her, showing her that I can trust her. And I believe her when she tells me she didn't do something. So I may not be so much in her space, but I will also take certain measures to make sure she's still a child. So there are things that she may not discern like I would. So I still take those measures to make sure that she doesn't get herself into something that is not appropriate for her or something that would lead into something else, like cyberbullying. But for now, it's more of knowing what she has logged into, checking what she watched, making sure she doesn't interact with anyone online, and it's only Instagram and WhatsApp. Yeah, we will figure out more as we go. And also from my end, I have And on her social media, like the Instagram she's logged into, I've blocked certain words from showing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is a place where you block the words. So those words cannot show. They can notify me that they were used, but they will not show. And she doesn't know how to access that. Yeah.
So you mentioned the Elimu tablet.
Yes, we're using an Elimu tablet. Yeah.
It's designed that way for parents
It's
to be
designed, it's designed in a way that it's safe for the child and a way that the parents can have control measures on what the child does on the tablets.
Wow. Where
Yeah,
can
it's really
parents-
nice, and it has a lot of learning materials. And if when you exhaust certain things, you can go back, they install some for you. Yeah, I've liked their services so far.
So where can parents get it?
They have a page on Instagram. It's called the Limu Tab. They're really good. I like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I have for this segment. Now we're doing fun questions.